Hello and welcome to another edition of the Ask Dr. Pickel show, where we help people find answers to chronic health conditions, chronic health issues. All right. Well, today, kind of interesting. There's a study that's been done, and this is going to be more of kind of a research update today on this study, basically showing a way that we can boost our cognition, boost our brain function, hopefully. And maybe many of you are already doing this, and if you're not, then do it, because it can only help. So I want to go over this information, and I think you'll enjoy it. In fact, this study was basically out of the European Journal of Nutrition, and it's kind of an interesting study. I want to go over a few details with that. So there are what are called polyphenols, and I'm sure all of you have heard of polyphenols. And you know, polyphenols are basically, they're not something toxic. They're actually something that's good for you. What are polyphenols found in? This kind of stuff. All right. Yeah, so we need a lot of this. Polyphenols are basically a nutrient and chemical inside of fruits, some veggies, and a few other things. And again, these are very, very important. And actually, a lot, they can be very good tasting also. So with this information, it was kind of a first of its kind study where the researcher said that, hey, a single dose of these polyphenols can improve cognition. Pretty good stuff. So basically, these polyphenols, they're really in about all plant-based foods. And they're, these foods, these fruits, these veggies, really high in antioxidants, and there are a lot of health benefits, of course, from eating fruits and vegetables. And there's about 4 categories of polyphenols. One of them is called flavonoids, and maybe you've heard of those. Another one called lignans, stilbenes, and phenolic acids. So it's kind of these phenolic acids that we're talking about, these polyphenols. And a lot people, they get their polyphenols via fruits and berries. And, you can get a lot from vegetables, but people tend to eat less vegetables than they do fruits. And the problem is, I would say a lot of these things are what is lacking from today's diet in many people. We tend to eat more processed foods, more things that you can get out of a box, or fast foods, or things like that, and you're not going to find this stuff in those. So really, to get these levels up, you got to eat some good stuff. And this study basically, actually, even before this, there was another study in the past where they just kind of talked about the benefits of blueberries in particular. And but in this new study, they wanted to say, hey, if you're a one-time user of, what they used was a blueberry powder, and of course from wild blueberries, they want to say, hey, if we just use that one time with a person, could that enhance their cognitive performance? And not just anyone, this was considered middle-aged adults. So it was a double randomized study. And what that means is that each participant, ended up taking a dose, but they were unaware whether they got the real stuff or the placebo. And also, when you're double blind, the researchers don't even know if that person took the placebo or the real stuff. So they took this, and really these participants, I was trying to think of the age of them, and it was really between 40 to 65 years was the average age, which, that's where a lot of us watching this are in. And if you're younger, hey, these can be benefits to you also. So what they did were these cognitive performance exercises that related more to like focus, executive abilities. Executive abilities means things that affect your, that really challenge your frontal lobes more, and memory. And they, had some different things at each point of this cognitive testing that they kind of tested these different skills. Now, at the conclusion of this trial period, they basically said there was a significant positive impact on memory and executive function in the polyphenol group. So the people who got the real stuff, the wild blueberry powder versus the placebo, showed very marked improvement. And not only just improvement, but especially in the elements where the tasks required additional cognitive effort, meaning they really noticed it in the tougher tasks. So very, very interesting stuff out of this study, and something that you can do easily to try to help yourself. Because a big thing that I hear from patients is, my focus is bad, my concentration, my memory. I'm noticing declines and problems with this. Well, a lot of that can be related to your diet. So, and again, having a diet that's high in these polyphenols seems to provide some really good increase in cognition. So, and to me, hey, I need to do this daily. So, all right. Okay, well, I hope everybody got some good stuff out of this. And I want to do a shout out to Miriam, to Shelly, and everybody else watching there. Hopefully everybody got some good stuff out of this, and do share this information. I think this is very good information. And, but kind of just knowing what polyphenols nutritionally support: brain function, healthy blood sugar, better digestion, cancer protection, lower risk of heart disease. So many benefits from these polyphenols. Don't ignore them in your diet, and keep pushing forward. All right. Well, God bless everyone, and I will see you next time.